This is a run-through of our new murder mystery product, Murder on the Train. Set in the 1920s, a long-distance train is travelling across Europe from Paris to Constantinople, stopping for passengers to board in Vienna, Budapest and Belgrade. Overnight, as the train travels between Budapest and Belgrade, tragedy strikes. The body of a wealthy property tycoon travelling with his daughter is found unresponsive in one of the carriages. Teams must explore the train to uncover evidence and find out who was responsible for the murder before the train arrives at its final destination. For those familiar with our previous murder mystery, Manor House Murder, the game is set up in a very similar way. After players join the game, they'll see a screen with each of our passengers on it. Through this screen, the teams will get to know everyone on board the train. First, we find out about Maximus Power, the victim of this terrible crime.
My name is Raoul, the train guard on this service from Paris to Constantinople. Thank you for joining us.
As a slight point of difference in this game, we've used videos to try and break up the text and to provide a relief from reading through information. We'll hear from the train guard several times on this first screen as he introduces each passenger to us, followed by a couple of trivia questions linking to that character. You'll notice that some of the text in each of the videos in this game is highlighted in red. This helps teams to extract the important information which may help them later in the game. We felt that including written text along with the audio clips made them more inclusive for those who perhaps do not have English as a first language, or anyone that would have difficulty keeping up with an audio on its own. Alternatively, if players wish, they can just skip straight to the end of the video and note down all the important parts of what's being said.
A crystal is a very spiritual.
For those wanting to translate the videos, I made the visuals using Keynote and adding in a typewriter transition to the text. You can then export as an MP4 directly from Keynote. I then uploaded this MP4 into iMovie and added the voiceover along with slight pauses in the video in the relevant places to sync up the audio and video so that they run in time with one another. All editable documents, like those Keynote ones, can be found in the Game Artwork folder in the licensee G Drive folder.
Beloved pooch in their eating. That one definitely caused a stir.
Once teams complete this first game screen, it's time for them to explore the train for evidence and hear from the passengers themselves. First stop, the dining car and bar, where Maximus's body was discovered. We know that the cause of death was asphyxiation, but we don't know what was used to kill him. Here we meet the train guard again. He gives us an introduction to each carriage of the train as we arrive in it, providing some context and a general overview of the space. By tapping on the magnifying glasses as they appear on the game screens, players can explore each part of the train. First, we review the area where the body was found and collect items found at the scene. These items can be referred back to at any stage during the game. There are 4 carriages in total to explore: the dining car and bar, the lounge, the suites in the sleeping car, and the luggage car. We encourage players to make notes as they play through the game, as there's lots of information to take in and various pieces of the puzzle to connect in order to eliminate the innocent and accuse the guilty. This game uses augmented reality in several tasks. The accompanying webpage, murder-on-the-train.webflow.io, contains the image triggers required for scanning, along with a couple of other reference images which players are prompted to use during the game. At the end of the game, players will have the chance to enter who they think the killer is and what was used to kill Maximus. Now I will quickly show you how the game is set up in Wild Goose Global. This is our first passengers game screen. As you can see, each of the train carriages are also in here as separate game screens, so there are 5 in total. On our passenger screen, the base game screen has the faded images of each character, and the hotspots which overlay on top are files unique to each passenger. Once again, as this game is in captain player mode, all tasks release sequentially to keep all players in sync with one another as they play through. The unlock step for each new game screen has a hotspot image attached to it, adding a visual and making it clear that the teams are progressing into a new carriage. For each of the carriages, hotspot images include a magnifying glass and the name of the area next to explore. We have a few task groups here which appear highlighted and at the top of our list regardless of which game screen we're on. These are tasks which are set to appear across all game screens rather than being specific to one game screen alone. We have our collected items which appear once teams have explored the bar area. Not only is this task group set to appear across all game screens, but each item is also a permanent presentation step, meaning they won't disappear once they've been viewed. This allows players to revisit these items from any game screen as many times as they like during the game. The other task groups here are 2 Games Master release tasks, which are to be released manually in the last 5 to 10 minutes of the game. This is where players can use the information they've gathered to enter who they think the murderer is and what they use to kill Maximus Power. And that's it, Murder on the Train. I hope you all enjoy using it as much as we enjoyed making it.